You know that feeling, right? When a word is right there, it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't grab it. Well, today we're going to talk about what happens when that frustrating feeling isn't just for a moment, but becomes a new reality. Just think about that. What if the words are all still in your head, totally intact, but the pathway to actually say them is, well, it's blocked. The bridge from your thought to your voice is completely out. It's a really tough, isolating experience. And believe it or not, it has a name. So this idea of a broken road for your words, it's called aphasia. Let's break down what that actually means.
Okay, so here's the official definition. Aphasia is an impairment of language function because of localized brain damage that leads to difficulty in understanding and/or producing language. Phew, that's a mouthful.
So let's put it this way. The brain's wiring for language basically gets fried in one specific area. It's like a sudden, massive traffic jam on the superhighway that connects your thoughts to your mouth. The cars, the words are all there, but they are completely stuck. So what causes a traffic jam like that? What breaks the road? Well, the number one most common cause, by a long shot, is a stroke. That's when blood flow to a part of the brain gets cut off. But things like traumatic head injuries can also damage those same delicate language pathways. All right, and this brings us to what is maybe the single most important thing you need to know about aphasia. This is a big one. Aphasia is a language disorder. It is a problem with accessing words. It is absolutely not an intelligence disorder. The person's thoughts, their memories, their sense of humor, who they are, all of that is still in there. They are just as smart as they were before. The problem is with the communication tool, not the person using it. So what does that actually feel like, from the inside? Let's try and get a sense of that experience. Okay, imagine this. You're hearing your favorite Imagine Dragons song. You know every single word in your head, but when you go to sing along, nothing comes out right. Or maybe you're watching Bluey, and you know exactly what band it is about to say, but if you had to say it, the words would just get all jumbled. It's like trying to rap along to Eminem. You hear it perfectly, but your mouth just can't form the words that fast. You get blocked. Or here's a much simpler, more powerful way to think about it. Imagine you see a fork on the cable. You know it's a fork, you know exactly what to do with it, but the actual word fork is just gone. The concept is there, 100%, but the label for it is just out of reach. And it makes sense that this can be a two-way street. Your brain uses the same general neighborhood for understanding language and for speaking it. So if you're having trouble with the input, with understanding what you hear, it's naturally going to make the output, your speaking, that much harder. Okay, we've covered some really important ground here. So to make sure it all sticks, let's do a super quick 3-question pop quiz. You ready? Question number 1, and this is the most important one. Is aphasia a problem with a person's intelligence? Yes or no? Number 2, what's the main thing that causes those traffic jams on the word highway? What's the most common cause? And finally, question 3, can aphasia affect your ability to understand, your ability to speak, or can it be both? Got your answers figured out? Awesome. Pop them in the comments below. Because really, understanding aphasia is so much more than just knowing a definition. It's about compassion. It's about remembering that someone's inner world is just as rich and clever as ever, even if the words get a little stuck on the way out.